Hey guys, what's up? So, I'm having a little bit of a hard time focusing and doing like a good intro. And I'm trying to relax and have fun doing this video. So, this is going to be a little more jibber jabber as usual. I'm still going to try, and when I'm shooting, I'm still going to try and cut through a lot of the, I'm going to cut it down for brevity. So, this isn't a super long video, but I'll be stopping and doing a little more chitter chatter as we do the video, right? But anyway, we are finally doing some load development for our BCA bolt action. Now, I did do some load development back when it still had a 16-inch barrel from Bear Creek, but as y'all know, I lost all of that footage, at least the target cam footage, and it's either I lost it or the target cam didn't record it, so can't really do much with it. But now we got the new barrel in from Ballistic Advantage, an 18-inch SPR profile 1.7 twist 5.56 NATO. I'm hoping we can do some better hand load groups. I can wring a little more action out of it, because honestly, it's just not like in the factory offerings. I use the exact same, y'all saw in the last video, I use the same boxes of ammo from our 16-inch test, and it's still shot about the same. So hopefully hand loads work a little better. As far as our hand loads, we're running a 69 RMR hollow point bow tail, which has shot great in my my other two 5.56 223s, my SPR, my Mossberg MVP. Both of them shoot it great, average right at an inch or under, depending on how I'm shooting that day. You guys saw the video with my Mossberg MVP. Y'all saw when I'm doing my part and got everything right, it shoots it under an inch. So these are good bullets. I'm using BLC2 powder. Now, I haven't had the best luck with BLC2, or honestly a lot of, what's the word? Not extruded, but I just haven't had a lot of luck with it. I don't know if it's the humidity down here or what. Maybe it's just bad juju on me. Just haven't had the best luck. I know with the few cartridges I tried, just hasn't worked good. And when I tried it in the 16-inch, my groups were still about 2.5 inches. Consecutively 2 to 2.5 inches, consistently I mean, but not the best, right? But looking at the Hornady load data, Hornady uses a 20-inch barrel in their load data, so I'm losing some velocity, but BLC2 gives me the most range I can go up to get to hopefully where I want to be. So if I can get about 2,800, 2,900, I should be pretty happy. Right now, I should be starting out, I think, at about 26 with this 18-inch barrel, so we'll see. As far as brass, we're actually using the same brass from our 16-inch test, which is Lake City 23 head stamp. This is going to be his third firing, so this is twice fired brass right now. He's been flame changed and annealed. As far as brass prep, nothing really crazy, just, cut down book spec and everything. I will say, I tried bumping, when I checked all the shoulder bumps, I do have a good bit of variation in my shoulder bumps. I'll be posting a picture of what it is. And I went on Accurate and asked about it, and everybody's like, what I have for what I want, which is MOA accuracy at 100 yards. They said it should really be a nothing burger. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. So I'm not going to stress it too much, but I am going to use the biggest group I have first, and then go into the little ones, right? The smaller groups, just to try and keep that consistency as much as I have. So yeah, what else? I got my setup here. I got everything leveled off. Got my Caldwell Rock BR. I got that further up. One thing I have had a couple comments on is I have had some people say on the forums and in the comment section that I don't have my rest as far forward as I should. So I got up a little further. I got my leather rear bag back here, and actually, now a lot of people are going to say something about this, but this Luft NBA 3 stock has kind of a little bag rider right here. A lot of people were worried on the forums when I showed some of this. They were worried about it catching back here on the Picatinny rail. I don't use that on the bag. I strictly use this little flat part right here, and it sits in good, gets a good slide. Got a bubble level here to try and keep me leveled out pretty decent. And yeah, I'm still using the same scope. I will say the crosshair in this is pretty thick, So instead of using my regular sight-in targets that have a roughly a 3/4 inch red diamond, my reticle covers that up really easy. So it's kind of hard for me to, get super accurate. I just have a straight piece of copy paper down there with a they're 2-inch sticky targets, and they're a little bigger, but it's kind of hard to explain. But I can, with that yellow around it, I can kind of center in my brain. Like your brain will naturally kind of center in when it sees more around. I guess that's how you could say it, but I think that might be a little better for me. So yeah, that's that with the target. And I do have the magneto speed on, and as you guys see, it is not attached to the barrel. It's attached to the handguard, so that shouldn't cause many issues, I don't think. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Like I said, I'll probably be stopping a little more and jibber jabbering a little more stuff comes to me, but I will be trying to cut through this actual shooting for brevity, so it'll be shot. I probably won't say anything about the velocity until the end of the string, and then I'm only loading up enough to do a string, and then I'm going to go inside, load up, and that should give the gun time to cool down and everything, so we're not just cooking the barrel. So yeah, guess I'll get the target cam started and get some shooting done. Guys, we are at 100 yards right now, and I actually loaded up 6 sighters by accident, right? And these are rounds that I kind of use to set the die and everything, so we're not going to quite count these as actual, grouping rounds. If they shoot great, that's great, but there's a decent little bit of variation here, because again, this is what we're using to set our COAL and everything. Now, I got these loaded out to mag length. That was a 2.250 or something like that. I found out, actually, if you look at different magazines, you will have what works for one mag as far as bullet length doesn't work for the other one. I have a roller mag. I forgot who makes it. I think it's Pro Mag makes them. And what I noticed is I could load my bullets out a little more with this AR Stoner mag, but the same bullet would not go in good for that roller mag. So that's something you guys might want to check. I use generally this mag for most of my guns if I can, because I can't shoot them all at the same time. So no real big deal. I do want to try and window some of these mags out one of these days, which is when you actually take a Dremel and you cut a window to let your bullet stick out a little more. But just something I've never really gotten around to. So this is only 5-round mag. I loaded up 6 by accident for my sighters, so I'm just going to leave number 6 by himself and we'll single load him. But we'll send these guys down. So this is a heavier bullet. I'm not sure, it should be going slower too. We're already shooting pretty low on our last target. I haven't adjusted since, so I'm going to aim at that top target. That should give us plenty of elevation up and down in case these bullets drop more. And once I kind of adjust off of that group, then we'll shoot the bottom one for an actual group. Alright. Give me a hot second. Let me get my point of aim all set up, and we'll start shooting our string. This is going to be our sighters. 24.5 grains of BLC2. This is about midway on our on the powder load scale. Don't do this. I'm kind of an idiot. So let's see here. This should be 2800 with a 20-inch barrel. Since we're at 18, I'm thinking we're probably going to be more 2600. So let's see what she does. Alright, it felt like a good shot. My magneto did not read. That's unfortunate. Let's see what this brass looks like. All in all, brass looks good. Did Did not see where that one went at all. Oh, yep, I think I see it over there on the left side. Still not getting any velocity, so let me try adjusting my chronograph a little bit. Still not getting velocity. I don't know why. Still no velocity. Just trying to group. Alright, sorry. My wife came, so she demanded my attention real quick. And then the range horse wants to get in the way. Then my magneto needed a new battery. Alright, so it's kind of trying to make a decent group. I don't know. It's kind of falling apart. Let's see if I can put this last one in here and make it semi-decent. Okay, finally got velocity. 2659. Alright. So apparently the problem with the magneto was the battery I put in was not good. So I'm not sure what to do with this group or how to adjust off of it. But like I said, those were the ones that I was using to kind of get my load, my die set right. So I'm going to try and adjust. Looks like I need to come over at least to the, left some, and guess I'll come down a pinch and work off that. Let me adjust that real quick. Alright, so now we got the actual 5 in that we're going to use for actual count these groups. Yeah, just got them in, gonna run it, gonna go for that bottom target and see what happens. Alright. All right. So yeah, about 26. What I figured. Our max is 2678. Minimum was 2639. Average was 2654, and our standard deviation was 1316. So just looking, 4 to 5 they're within 2 inches, and then 1 flew out. So not sure what happened there. I think I'm going to go ahead and bump up, try and get some more velocity going here. We're at 24.5. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go to like 25.5. Go ahead and get to that 1700 and see what happens. Give the gun time to cool down, come back, run it again. Alright guys, going to go for 25.5 grains BLC2, same everything. Change the target down there. We're going to be going from the top down. So I'm going to do 5 rounds on top target up there. See what happens. Book says we should be at 2900 FPS of a 20-inch barrel. So I'm thinking probably the mid 2700s. So see what we can do. All right, 2783. All right, we're about at the velocity we want. I want to go up a little more. We're in the high 27s, and I can get to like mid 28. I think I'll be happy. Keep getting one odd flyer. So with that, our max was 2805, minimum was 2772, average was 2786, standard deviation was 12.4. I don't know why I said it like that, 12.4. So numbers, velocities are good. I think it might just, I need to play with seam depth now. So yeah, I think I'm going to adjust my point of aim just a little bit, my reticle a little, and yeah. Alright guys, so we're about at the velocity I really want, and I don't really want, but I'm happy with. Numbers looking good, standard deviations looking good. It's just the groups aren't the best. Now, as you see, I went inside and I switched over to more of my regular setup. This is more of my field setup. I got my bipod, this Harris knockoff, and I got my rear bag. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't shoot the best off of a front rest rear bag. My guns aren't really built for it. I'm just not super comfortable on them. And honestly, I much prefer a bipod and a rear bag. So I switched over just because I was getting kind of fatigued. This is more comfortable for me. And I'm actually curious to see if the trend, if our group trend keeps going. I know it's not the most proper way to go about this, but I'm pretty haphazard when it comes to load development. So I did adjust up a little bit. We're running 25.8 grains of BLC2 now. Haven't changed anything else. See what we can do now. Going to be going for that middle target. Now also I'm going to be changing my grip because the grip I was doing was also a little uncomfortable. A lot of people do the wraparound grip. I found some of my ARs shoot better with a wraparound, with a loose wraparound. Some of them shoot better like this. A lot of people are moving to this grip more because it's supposed to be more precise. Not sure. All I know, I have my gun leveled out now and I have my bipod locked in. So, just going to do what's comfortable now. Alright. See what we can do. Oh, that feels so much better. Alright, we're at 28.15. Perfectly happy with that. That's plenty for what I want. That's it. Wow, that. Yep, that looks like crap. Ugh. But the numbers are great, so I don't know. It might just be the bullets. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Let me I'm not sure where to go with this. Maybe it's the bipod. I don't. Tell you what. Let me take the bipod off, switch back over, load up 5 more, and do the bottom target and just see what it does on the bottom target. All right, so same load. I'm starting to think it's just the bullet. It doesn't like the bullet, but just in case it was the bipod and the rear bag, I'm curious now. Set everything back up. I'm gonna shoot how I was shooting. Same load, bottom target. I want to see just how much difference there is. Again, we're kind of doing some haphazard stuff now, but this is how I like to reload. All right. I have to go down there and check, but yeah, I just don't think it likes the RMR bullets. Okay, the numbers are good. It should be doing good. I think the RMRs it doesn't like them. And when I look at the RMRs, you can actually see a lot of them have these little corncob grits in them. And I know the last batch I got had them, but it didn't affect my other. I don't know. This is a new bag though, so maybe this lot's kind of eh. Now, I do have a bag of Hornady 68 grain hollow point boat tails, and I'm curious to see what those do. I don't have a lot of them, but I have just enough for this brass, so I think I'm going to go inside and just load everything the same and just see what happens. So, yeah, let me go get that target and let the gun cool down, and, yeah. Oh, sorry. Velocities of this, and I kept it for all 10 rounds since it was the same load. Got a maximum of 28.41, minimum of 27.91, average of 28.21, and a standard deviation of 14.3. So again, numbers are pretty dang good. I think it's the bullet, honestly.